Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jerry Niesman of the Niesman team at Keller Williams Realty, for those of you that don't know me. And we are here to go over the Southwest Florida housing market report. This is our monthly update, although I missed February. I apologize for that, but we will touch on it a bit here when we look at the month-over-month numbers. So let's get into it. Southwest Florida housing market. These are the March numbers. I know I'm also a little bit late on this. They come out at typically the end of the following month. So they came out like probably about 8 or 9 days ago. It depends on the day. So we're going to dive in here. And as always, we're going to talk about all of the markets that the Niesman team covers in Southwest Florida, starting from the south and working our way north. So Collier County, closed sales, and these are March 2024 compared to March 2023. So closed sales, 1,044, that's down 10% from a year ago. The median sale price at $665 is up 6.4% from a year ago. Month supply of inventory is 8.2 months, which is up from 4.2 months. So it has nearly doubled. Median time to contract is 65 days now. So that's from the day that it gets listed to the day it goes under contract. That's up from 35 days. So that is close to double as well. New listings at 1630 is up a little over 8.5%, and new pending sales at 1256 is down 3.8%. And real quick, this month's supply of inventory tells us that Collier County overall is firmly in a buyer's market now. So if you are considering Collier County, if you're considering purchasing in Collier County, now would be a good time. Even though the sale prices are still going up a little bit, it is a good opportunity to be able to potentially negotiate. As you can see, closed sales are down year over year. New listings are up. New pending sales are down. So that means that we have more coming on the market and 1,630 new listings versus 1,256 pending. So we have roughly 400 more properties going onto the market than coming off of the market. And so that's an indicator that that month supply of inventory will likely go up further. So Lee County. Closed sales at 2,047. That's down 6% from a year ago. Median sale price still up a little at $395. Month supply of inventory at 7.1. So also edging into a buyer's market. Median days till contract is up to 56, which is higher than, and one of the things that a lot of people that have been in this, well, I don't know a lot of people, but some of the people that have been in this industry for a while and pay very, very close attention to these statistics will tell you is really we need to kind of throw the last 3 years out the window. We need to forget 2023, forget 2022, forget 2021, really even forget 2020. I mean, the first couple of months of 2020 before we knew about COVID, that can go out the window too. You really got to go back to like 2019 or the first couple months of 2022 to really get a feel, or I mean, a first couple months of 2020, I'm sorry, to get a feel for where the market is. So comparing those, and when you go back and compare those, median time till contract, that's about where we were back in towards the end of 2019 and January, February 2020. It was actually, I believe, about somewhere in that 45 to 50 days. So new listings at 3,052, that's actually down 4.2% from a year ago. New pending sales, 2,340 is also down, and then closed sales is down, as you see. So new listings being down from a year ago. However, It's still above the new pending sales, which is also above new closed sales, which that's typical. January, February, March, and April, we typically see an incremental increase every month. And then we start to see it drop back down. Our transaction volume typically is at its highest February, March, and April. So that's not a surprise to see the pendings higher than the closed. But comparing 3,000, a little over 3,000 new listings to a little over 2,300. So we still have 700 more homes going on the market in March than we had going under contract. So as long as that continues, we're going to see the month supply of inventory go up and likely median time to contract go up. And we'll see, time will tell if sale price goes up or down. But if it goes up, it's probably not going to be much. So Charlotte County now, 645 closed sales. That is up a little bit from a year ago, which this has been typical that we've seen over the past few months. We've seen closed sales going up in Charlotte County. We've also seen median sale price going down in Charlotte County. Still, even though the closed sales are up, our month supply of inventory at 8.2, so firmly in a buyer's market. Median time to contract 65 days. That also kind of helps indicate buyer's market. New listings, as you can see, 1,033. That's up a little bit from a year ago. And new pending sales at 726, up a little bit. So the new pendings and new closed going up is a good sign. But Charlotte County is a little bit ahead of the other counties in that it was the first county that we saw prices drop, the median sale price. And so it's not really a surprise that it's the first county that we're starting to see closed and pending sales increasing instead of decreasing year over year. But as you can tell, new listings are still a little bit higher than the closed and pendings. So it will depend on how things go if we see enough of an increase to eat those up. So Sarasota County, closed sales down to 1177. That's down almost 9% from a year ago. Median sale price, if I remember correctly, and we will see over the further down in this report, but if I remember correctly, this is one of the first times we've seen median sale price drop in Sarasota County, down to 450. So that's down almost 5% from a year ago. Month supply of inventory still at 5.9. So it's still considered a balanced market. But as you can see, that's increasing up from 3.1. So almost twice as many month supply of inventory. Also, median time to contract has almost doubled. New listings down a tad and new pending sales up a little bit. So that's a good sign in terms of stabilization. But as always, as we've talked about in every other area as well, new listings are still higher than the closed or pendings. And then last but not least, we've got Manatee County. 1,053 closed sales, down a little bit. Median sale price, I think this is also the first time we've seen Manatee sale price drop a little bit, down 2%. Month supply of inventory. And so Manatee County is still, and it was the last one hanging on from falling out of a seller's market, but still hanging on a little bit at 4.8 months, but it's almost into that 5 to 7 month window that is traditionally been considered a balanced market. But median time to contract is up at 51 days. New listings up 1,355. That's up a little over 6%. And new pending sales also up about 4.5%, 1,146. So now let's look at the trends. Closed sales. So as you can see, still trending up. So January, February, March, every single one of these areas, January, February, March, you can see that incremental increase like I talked about. So Lee County had a pretty big increase. We were under 1,500 in January, a little over 1,500 in February, and then March we're way up over 2,000 again. So that could, and it's a bigger step for a lot of these February to March. So that could eat up some of those additional homes getting listed, but I don't know if it's enough to bring the, it's probably not enough to bring the month supply of inventory down much, if it comes down at all. So median sale price, as we saw, pretty flat. Collier County still up a little bit each month. Lee County's up a tad. Charlotte County, you had a little bit of a bump in February, but it dropped back down in March. Sarasota is pretty much flat, and Manatee has dropped a little bit here in March. Month supply of inventory creeping up a little bit each month for pretty much all of them. And as always, contact info. So if you are curious about how exactly this information affects you and what you're trying to do, whether you're looking to buy or sell, reach out anytime, any real estate questions, as well as, if you're curious about how the all these commission lawsuits, any of that stuff going on has any effect on anything. Reach out. Be happy to talk to you about it and see how we can help in figuring out your specific situation. Thanks for watching.